What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Now, this episode, we're going to break down Bloody Sunday and even Bloody Monday, folks, as we got Saquon Barkley, CMC, Nick Bosa, and tons of injuries. We're going to break down the entire week. Got my brother Isaac coming back again, and also my special guest, Truth Be Told Sports' very own King Hulie joining us today as well. Stay tuned. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Man, folks, as you can see, I got two all-stars in the house here today. I'm going to kick it off with my brother. This is like his fourth, fifth time, man. He damn near my dang co-host, man. But I got to love him. You guys got to love him, too. Isaac Davidson, man. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? I'm happy to be here yet again.
Sir. Yes, sir. We got a special guest. He got an awesome podcast. I'm going to let him plug it in for y'all. This guy is the future of comedy, the future of podcasting. I was on this show last Monday, man. We got King Hulie, a.k.a. Melvin Johnson. What's going on, man?
For the vibes, listen to us every Tuesday. Episodes drop every Tuesday. You can listen to us on Apple, Google, Spotify. Soon to be iHeartRadio too. So like we take it over.
Hey.
You know the vibes. What up?
Okay. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, iHeartRadio is definitely where you want to be. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I actually live 1 mile. I live in San Antonio, Texas. I live really like 1 mile from iHeartRadio, one of their headquarters.
And we gonna knock on the door and tell them to go play our stuff.
I know, right? Heck yeah, man. Or I won't wear my mask. Hey, folks, in this episode, we're going to talk about week two. Week two does happen, okay? We're going to get into it, man. And we're going to talk about every single game. Just a few points, man. Just maybe spend anywhere between a minute and two on each team. But we're going to take and talk about it. And to start it off with, last Thursday night, we had the Bengals, the Tiger King Burrow, facing off with the Cleveland Browns. Now, Browns, they won 35-30, okay? Was usually a boring game that I would never watch. I definitely did watch it. What did you guys think?
Isaac, you gonna take it?
Okay. Yeah, honestly, I liked it. I think Joe Burrow has it. He just plays for the Bengals. So, I mean, they need a lot. But, you know, it's not on him. I think he has, like, once they put enough people in front of him, around him, protect him because he's running for his life, he's going to be nasty.
Yeah, absolutely. He had 61 attempts. It was like 34 for 61 or 32 for 61. And
your rookie quarterback was 61 attempts at throwing the ball. So
yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, they got to get him a better O-line. They need a better running game. Your quarterback shouldn't be throwing 60 times, or he's gonna be Andrew Luck here in a minute. You know. So
honestly, I think that game was a really good game. It did well for me on fantasy.
Yeah,
obviously, because I had Odell Beckham Jr. But as far as like Joe Burrow he's definitely NFL ready. I saw it in him. So
absolutely. And you mentioned Odell Beckham. He is a true Cleveland Brown. It's doo-doo, baby. All right, man. Next game. We got the shooter himself, Gardner Minshew. Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Titans. Now, Titans, they barely edged them out, 33-30. They really had to lead, the whole game. But Gardner Minshew, last year was last year, and I came into this week thinking that, like, wow, they're not gonna do well. They're not gonna do well. They got lucky week one. But Gardner Minshew, he is the fire to that team. He makes it fun. He's Uncle Rico to the NFL. What did you guys think about that game? You guys just to catch it? Or?
Yeah, man. I've been trying to tell people, man. Gardner Minshew, he's got it. Ever since he's at Washington State, that's just a gunslinger, and he gonna get it done. I mean, they don't got really nothing out there in Jacksonville, but I mean, he makes it happen.
Yeah.
Won last week, almost did this week. You know what I'm saying? Like he's somebody, and what did he get him in the 6th round, if I'm not mistaken? Like he's the value. So you got control next, 3 years now, and that's a franchise guy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you build around him, and you will not be disappointed.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you. I don't think he has it. I think he's just he's the best quarterback they have to offer. Yeah, it's in my most humble opinion. And no disrespect to Garner Minshew. I can't play the position of quarterback in the NFL, but I just think he's just the best one they have to offer. He's entertaining. He's very charismatic. He's good for NFL. But I don't put him on a different team. He's just going to be holding the clipboard.
I gotcha. Yeah, I feel like time will tell. Last year I'm in that transition point of kind of between both of you guys. Like I'm in that transition point where I'm like, I'm loving what I'm seeing, but is this going to be a forever thing? Is Jackson is he going to be another Andrew Luck where he just gets smacked around because the O-line is trash? But then again, who knows? I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting for sure. Next game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Panthers. Now, Tom Brady, he got his first dub for the new team. A lot of people freaked the hell out when they lost week 1. They freaked out. He threw a pick 6, all that. I'm not ready to ride that wave yet, but what are you guys' thoughts of the Buccaneers at this point in the season?
I wasn't surprised that they lost. He's been with the Patriots for like the last 45 years. So I expected there to be some growing pains, at least for a week. It's a totally new conference. It's a new city, new vibe. You might be the greatest of all time, but everybody takes an adjustment period. And I think it would take some time. So it makes sense as to how the result happened.
Yeah.
Especially going against the Saints.
I picked the Saints. If you listen to our shows before, on the previous episode, I picked the Saints to win that division. I'm not sold on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers yet. And we talked about in the last episode that we had with you, Doug.
Yeah.
I'm not sold on them for the simple fact that super teams, in my belief, super teams in the NFL don't come out like the way things are expected to be.
Yeah.
When you put all these egos together in one locker room, so it's gonna be catastrophic. And then you throw injuries in there, it's not gonna happen. Tom Brady's at the end of the day is a 43-year-old system quarterback.
Yeah.
I've said it on my show. I'm saying it on your show officially. 8-8 for the Buccaneers.
Okay. Hey, you may be onto something, man. It's definitely gonna be interesting for sure, man. Absolutely. All right. Next, we got Ben Roethlisberger. Call him Skinny Ben because he just lost like 30 pounds. Looking good out there. Defense is stacked up. Now, they actually beat the Broncos 26-21. Pretty good game. We lost Drew Lock. He's out. He's probably going to have a good amount of time out. So we got to see a little bit of Driscoll this week and stuff like that. Not only that, they also lost one of their receivers as well, too. Now, that being said, let's touch upon injuries. Anybody who plays fantasy football, I am screwed because I got Nick Bosa, I got Saquon Barkley, I got Christian McCaffrey, and I also have Drew Lock as well, too, between 3 different teams. So I'm totally done for the season. I don't expect to win it all. See what happens. But then also as well, a couple of other notable ones I want to touch upon as well, too. We got Cortland Sutton from the Denver Broncos. He got a torn ACL. He's done. Jimmy Garoppolo, high ankle sprain. Maybe he'll be back next week, but it could be another week or 2. We got Devontae Adams, hamstring. Okay, he should be back soon. Tavon Young, cornerback, Baltimore Ravens. Malik Hooker, safety. Achilles tendon. That's it. And then of course you have a few other guys out there with minor injuries and stuff too. So, but that being said, man, what are you guys feeling about these injuries?
It was just a bloody Sunday, man. Like, it was just one of those body bag weeks. And I think it goes back to not having OTAs, not having preseason, no kind of, being able to prepare for the season. And then just, you guys have a month and a half training camp or whatever, and then make it work. And then we're just going to get into the weeks and just straight away go into games. That's never going to work. Not at the NFL level. You might maybe be able to do that in college, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, man, you're just asking for that. And I feel like this is a mild week compared to what's to come. I feel like we're going to see a lot more injuries. I hope not, I pray not, but just being a realist about it. That's just what I see happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead 100% agree with you. And I'm gonna also add, being a former military guy, I have this acronym stuck in my head. It's the 5 Ps. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Okay,
I love it.
What that means to me is like for the NFL, they're just trying to hurry up and come back from this COVID stuff and trying to make everything regular. They didn't think about this. You know what I'm saying? Not having those OTAs, not having those preseason games to get these guys into mid-season form by the time it's time, by the time it's go time. It played a factor into it.
Yeah.
So what they need to do, it's moving forward, they have to take that into account in accountability. So we lost 2 of the biggest stars in the NFL, like 2 of the biggest stars, like in Christian McCaffrey and Saquon Barkley.
Oh yeah.
In the same week. Okay, I'm not gonna say Tom Brady, but Tom Brady could get injured. He's a 43-year-old man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I just turned 40 like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't stretch Wednesday night, Friday morning I'm gonna be sore.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and these guys are like your super athletes, and they way before me. And if you don't get into that mode, then you're gonna play trash football. And this is what we're seeing right now is trash football because they didn't think about any of this stuff. And this is why we're seeing all these injuries.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things where I did some predictions a couple weeks back where there's no preseason. We're just getting into it. There was no like, hey, we're gonna put this wide receiver in there for 2 drives. You know what I mean? Let them get 8 to 12 plays in. We're gonna take them out, try rookies. I know this is touch and go. So for the next, y'all can expect for the next 4 to 5 weeks. Up until week 4 or 5, I should say. So another 2 to 3 weeks that we're gonna, hate to say it, maybe even see more injuries. Maybe even next week. Potentially.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Yeah, man, that'd be not good. I'll tell you, I'll speed up here. We got the LA Rams taking LA Chargers taking a beat. Hold on. These 2 damn LA teams look just the damn it. Eagles took and lost to the Rams 37-19. I'm so frustrated. The Chargers and the Rams got the same damn logo. I'll be looking like, oh, hold up.
They look very similar.
Same color, everything.
Dude, I live out here in LA, bro, and people are upset about both of them.
It didn't make no sense. I was like, I thought Raiders were coming to LA just like back in the Bo Jackson days.
Why leave San Diego? Like,
there's no reason, man. I used to live 8 minutes from Qualcomm Stadium in Serra Mesa. It's a section of San Diego. I used to see it 2-3 times a day, that beautiful stadium. Yeah, man. Go ahead. All right, so next team, we got the 49ers, okay? And then, of course, we got the Jets. Now, this is like, Shaquille O'Neal beating up a midget, okay? Nothing really to see here, folks. I couldn't have predicted it myself better. Next team, we got the Dolphins. Yeah, I came to show up to work today. We lost 28-31. You guys get a chance to catch the game?
A little bit of it, not too much.
I didn't see it.
No, you good. So with the Dolphins, man, my whole thing is, they're gonna try to. I feel like they're stalling for Tua Tagovailoa. I feel like they're stalling. I feel like rebuilding is pretty much over, man. We have a lot of stars on our team. We got a lot of young talent, but Fitzpatrick isn't there. You know what I mean? And we need to do better about defending the edge as well, too. Our cornerbacks, we're starting to get more depth. Linebackers, we finally got depth. So, I feel like at best we could possibly win 10 games, but at worst, we only win in 8 games this year. So, 1-8-8. So, see what happens on that one. But now we got the Colts and Old Man Rivers, Philip Rivers, 28-11, got his first dub. They beat the Vikings. And
Vikings.
Yeah, man, Vikings are God awful. I think it was their coach. They said that they did nothing right. They did absolutely nothing right.
Including waking up that morning.
I mean, when you got Kirk, your quarterback, I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Former Redskin, right?
You're not going to win more than 10 games. He's going to have like 5,000 yards, maybe 40 touchdowns. It's not going to be anything because once you need to win, he's going to lose that game. I promise you.
And this man speaks from experience.
But, man, people, look what he do. Like 4,500 yards. He had the stats, all the stats, and that's all they are. Stats. Yeah. Empty freaking stats. Because game that had any gumption, like, oh, if you win this game, you're going to go to the playoffs. It's like, oh, okay. 137 yards. You know what I'm saying? No 45-yard game then. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's garbage minutes for a garbage player. You know how I feel about Kirk Cousins. Yeah. I'll leave it.
Hey, interesting storyline. Will they get Trevor Lawrence next year? Throw that out there. So throw that out there. Trevor Lawrence in the purple and yellow. Oh, yeah. All right, so next we got the Packers 42-21. I want to talk about that Cowboys game. I know y'all caught some wind of that. 40-39. Did y'all see that onside? Y'all take and see that onside kick where they had 6 Falcons looking at the ball.
Listen. If you're at that level of playing football, you're on a professional level, you're at that level, you're expected to understand the rules. Okay, now you remember a couple of years ago when Donovan McNabb didn't understand the overtime rules? I can kind of understand it. Donovan McNabb, like a superstar in the NFL, like make this one player, but you have 6 people looking at one football. And then say, hey, we didn't understand, like, hey, we thought they had to go 10 yards.
Yeah.
Miss me with that bullshit, bro.
I feel it.
What is your problem? What happened? What happened? Like, what coach failed you?
Man.
What coach failed you?
That was bad. That was like, and you made a point. It wasn't one person. It was 6 people. 6
at one time. At one time, in one location. What are the odds? Yeah. What are the freaking odds of that?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Isaac.
Professionals. One team. In one city. In one league.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it. I'm done.
Man, I even hit up my boy. I was like, hey, man, I need y'all to keep that foot on their neck. You know what I'm saying? Just make them 0-2. He's like, we got you.
No, they don't. They're still the Falcons. The Falcons will Falcon.
Bro, if you're the Falcons, just don't ever have a big lead ever. Just keep it a close game. Maybe within 5, maybe 10 points. Do not go up by 20 plus because you're gonna lose.
No, yeah, you're gonna lose.
Exactly. Hey, the Falcons, they keep messing around. They gonna be in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's league, the XFL. They don't. New XFL team, the Atlanta Falcons. It's gonna have a chicken on it because they choke.
It already has the name Atlanta Falcons. That just feels like an XFL with the fire.
Right. Oh my goodness.
I have like slutty cheerleaders, man. They look like they just got done doing coke.
Yeah, from Magic City because it's like right around the corner. Yo, as a matter of fact, the lemon pepper wing will be the logo.
Yep. They all got to get IVs at halftime. You know why?
Yeah. You know why.
Oh man, this is great. We could do the rest of the whole episode about this, man. This was nuts, man. All right, so next team, we got the Giants. We got your Giants, King Hulie. 13-17. It was a close game. They showed character. The Giants. I did watch that game. I watched at least 3/4 of it. Saquon Barkley's out, man. He's one of my favorite young talents, man. The young Herschel Walker right now. He just see that happen is just heartbreaking, man. How you feeling over there in Giants Nation, man?
My heart goes out to Saquon. That injury, an ACL injury is like it's one of the toughest injuries to come back for him in football. My team literally went from like dumpster fire to complete utter trash in one injury, and I already like just wash my hands on the season. So, like, with Saquon Barkley being injured, it feels like a little man's like in my chest kicking my heart with some temperance.
Yeah, I feel you.
In the Yankee fitted, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hurt.
Yeah.
Frustrating. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine like walking around the corner and seeing a dude with black Air Force Ones like looking at you.
Yeah.
Every time. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel about the season. Every game it's gonna be like that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Next team, we got the Cardinals. Now, Washington football team, Isaac, 15-30. What happened?
I just got to give it up to Kyler Murray, man. That man is a monster. And I cannot believe, for the life of me, I can't believe that there were actually people last year that wanted to keep Josh Rosen over this man. Like, if y'all get like that man, that man is the real. And we have a solid defense, but there's never been of speed, accuracy, and the ability to keep himself safe. Like, not only is he electric, because I mean we've seen it with RG3, Lamar Jackson, but this is a guy that knows, like, yo, I'm still like 5'2", so I'm a chill. Y'all are big, and he'll get
Kevin Hart with the rock.
Yeah,
but he'll slide, he'll get out of bounds. He's smart and he's accurate. Like, that's a problem. And he's got a coach that will really just work with him and open up that offense. So, I mean, they're going to be exciting to watch. As for the for the Redskins.
That's offensive.
We're just young. You know what I'm saying? We got a new coach. So I think going into the season, I knew it would be some growing pains for sure. Yeah. The defense, I think, is what we really spent the offseason on. But I think Rivera went in knowing, like, this is going to take a couple of seasons to actually get everything right, because this team was a dumpster fire. Like, he's like the Giants, like you were saying about the Giants, the same thing in Washington. There were no depth. There was a couple good players here and there, but there's no like tent poles, no foundation. Yeah. So we're able to, kind of build a foundation for the defense going forward. But the offense, it's going to be rough sledding. Not leaving Trent Williams or letting him go, that hurts. Sadiq Charles to get healthy, because Jerron Christian is going to get Dwayne Haskins put in a wheelchair if he stays at left tackle. The line is horrible. I like Antonio Gibson. He's shown, like, as we talked about earlier, Doug. And Terry McLaurin is still scary Terry, but outside of that, you cannot have Dontrell Inman as your number 2. So unless we do something, it's going to be rough sledding on offense. If we can put up a few points, I like our defense to be able to get after it and maintain a lead, but we can't be down by 20 every week, because everybody's not going to. So
yeah, I feel that.
On to Cleveland. We'll see how it goes.
Just to add a little bit about to the Cardinals, they're going to be scary. Kyler Murray, the best wide receiver in football right now in Hopkins, and then you have the legendary Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
just watching that happen, like, and hate that happen to your team, but watching Kyler Murray like scramble and just go untouched, like, for 14 yards and then for 21 yards for touchdowns.
Yeah, that
was beautiful football. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a big fan. I'm looking forward to seeing what that offense does.
Yeah. I think over the next few seasons, if they just keep building that team, they're going to be one of the top. They're going to be like the Ravens. They're going to be up there with the.
Right. I think they're going to win with the injuries to the 49ers.
Oh, yeah.
That was my pick in the beginning of the season. But with the injuries to the 49ers, they would challenge the Seahawks for
big football right there.
NFC West.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun division.
Right. NFC West is cool right now, man. I mean, that's 4 solid teams.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
All right, so we got 4 more games. One of them is currently happening right now. We got Justin Herbert. Now, they barely lost, but they lost 20-23 to the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Herbert, right before the game, Coach Lynn, huge fan of his. So if you guys watch Hard Knocks, man, got to see a more intimate side of him. But man, he takes and says, "Hey, Tyrod Taylor threw out his back. You're going to take and play." And I thought that was pretty cool that Herbert, he took and he said he thought the coach was joking, but he balled out. I mean, he did pretty good, you know. And before draft, you know, they were saying this guy could be like the next Josh Allen. You know what I mean?
I'm so impressed by it. I was really, really, really impressed by it. Like, of course, he made a couple of rookie mistakes. You know, like the one interception that he threw off his back leg, just threw the ball up. But he looked very poised in the pocket. He was reading checkdowns. He was doing everything right. He's probably the best quarterback coming out of that draft. But we haven't seen Tua yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hopefully, man, it's going to be – time will tell. Time will tell.
Remember, Doug was actually saying, like, man, you know, Justin Herbert's my favorite quarterback in this whole draft.
Really?
I want him over Tua.
I did not say that.
You threw your phone down when they took Tua. Like, why didn't we get Justin Herbert? This is a mistake.
I did not say that. I'm going to fight you when I see you.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I knew it.
For those who don't know, man, I am a diehard Tua Tagovailoa, man. I feel like he's going to be the next Russell Wilson with a mix of Drew Brees. I'm excited. He's going to be the next great quarterback. And if I'm wrong, man, y'all can rub it in my face all day, man. I bought the $100 jerseys right around the corner here. Yeah, man. So I'm riding for my boy, man. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. All right, man. We got the Ravens, man. A lot of people put them. This is no shock here. 33-16 versus Houston. Houston is throwing to their cheerleaders practically. Not much to see there, folks. Then we got Cam Newton, New England Patriots. His brand new team. He's been on the team for like 5 weeks now, something like that. Very competitive game. It came down to the 2-yard line. But yeah, that was 30-35. Do y'all get a chance to check any highlights out from that?
Yeah, I saw that game. I hate New England, but I am an Auburn graduate. I was War Eagle, Cam Newton, War Eagle.
Oh yeah.
I like to see Cam. I like to see him succeed. Yeah. And I think just looking at the game, and I'm trying to, so being a host of the sports podcast, I try to look at things objectively.
Yeah.
Great fit.
Yeah.
It's exactly what Cam should look like. He should win the most improved player this year, if not the MVP.
I feel that.
There was one play, and I think being a Hollow Point, we recorded our podcast earlier today. There was one play where Cam just sat back there in the pocket for like forever. I mean, he called like an Uber and went to Dick's Sporting Goods and bought a new ball because he didn't like the way that ball felt.
Yeah.
He came back to that same pocket with the same protection and threw like a 10-yard out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel that.
This guy's going to ball out this year. As much as I hate the Patriots, like I said, I'm trying to be objective. They're going to win that division hands down. And if Russell Wilson doesn't win the MVP, Cam Newton will.
Okay. I dig it. And then the last game, it's happening right now. It's currently 17. Let me see here. Let me check the score. We got Saints. They're down to the Raiders, 17-24. What are you guys' predictions? I think they're going into the fourth quarter here in a moment. What you guys feeling for the end of the game? Who do you think's gonna come out on top?
I was actually catching it at the tail end of work, and it seems like the Saints went up, and the Raiders just kind of took that momentum from them. They look good, man, on defense and offense. Finally, maybe it's the new stadium or whatever, but I like what they got going. A lot of young receivers, and Nelson Aguilar is actually catching the ball now.
I know.
Doing well.
Yeah,
maybe other people follow suit, but neither here nor there.
I don't know. Hollow Point and I, we just made a bet with this game because we were recording right before the game started, and we made our picks. My prediction was 31-17 for the Saints. His was 31-24 for the Raiders. For the Saints as well. Okay. Whoever came close to the score, closest to the score, we had to pick like a bandwagon team because he's a Carolina Panthers fan, and I suck at this. You know, I'm a Giant. I'm a Giants fan, so I might owe this dude a shirt, and I don't want to do this. I want to follow through this bad anymore. He called it. It looks like he called it.
Yeah. No, it looks like it could be that way, man. It
looks like it could be that way. It's like I watched the game and the Raiders look good. Mm-hmm. They looked good last week, and I think because like people are just like trying to credit them as the Raiders of old with Derek Carr as the quarterback.
Yeah.
The team that like kind of like overachieves to underachieve.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're overachieving right now, I don't think a lot of people understand that at that point. But Raiders look for real.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like Derek Carr, where we're seeing, you know, MVP candidate Derek Carr right now, potentially. You know, obviously it's only week 2, but he's having fun. I mean, this was a weird season for him because he had a lot of motivation because, you know, Isaac, you and I were talking recently, you know, the coach Gruden, he doesn't know who he wants as a quarterback. He bought him Mariota, paid him a good amount of money, and you know, that's got to motivate you if you're Derek Carr. You have all the world to gain right now, so and all the motivation. So yeah, we should see. It should be a good game, but yeah, I'm still thinking the Saints are going to win. I think the Saints win by a field goal, if I had to guess. We'll see.
It's a good game.
Yeah, either way, I lost the bet. So it don't matter. Either way, I lost the bet.
Absolutely. Well, folks, listen, that is another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Man, y'all make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe. But before you even subscribe to my channel, we got my dog here, man. Go ahead and plug your site, man. King Hulie.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Make sure you guys go to the Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. We are available on Google, Apple, Spotify, Radio Public. Anything, like go to Facebook, search us on Facebook for Truth Be Told Sports Podcast, on Instagram for Truth Be Told Sports Podcast. Water.
Get it. Awesome.
I'm saying it all day. But make sure you guys leave us feedback. Please leave us feedback. Like, share, subscribe, share. Do that for us. You know what I mean? Like Doug, like us.
Do it, man. Do it. And my brother Isaac, man, thank you so much for coming again on another episode, man. You know, folks, you're already a regular here, man, so people know what it is, man.
Always
Absolutely. Other than that, you guys wash your nasty hands. Stay away from Big Rona. Wear your mask. If you're coughing and sneezing, just stay home. Don't be nasty. And hey, you stay home and get to watch football. You're better than that. So, anyway, God bless you guys. Thanks for watching another episode.